Manikam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sayonara.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Saranammayappa. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. You're currently streaming live with us in Lanesha South on Atomville TV. This is the Journey Show, the show about exploring Hinduism as a whole. And if you want to join us in conversation, you can comment at the bottom of the screen. I'm your host, Kimera, Heeralal. By my side, I've got Dashnee, Manikam.
Vanakkam everyone.
And we've got Pritesh. Hiramoney. I had to pause on trip to say, you forgot my name again. So how was your day, guys?
My day was good.
My day was good.
What did you guys get up to?
I was in the studio.
He was in studio. He sounds so professional. He was in studio.
I went to college.
How was school? Learned a lot?
Yeah.
You coming back to learn again?
But then you see that's like school, like
Yeah.
what I'm studying in this is like
Yeah.
culture learning. So it's so good. We're balancing.
It's a
both.
good balance, right? Alright guys, well if you want to join us in conversation, as the advertisement says, today we're doing the origins of Angala Paramesvari. Am I saying it right? Paramesvari.
Paramesvari, yeah.
So join us in this conversation as we're talking about Angala Amma. And if you have any other name that you call her, as she has different forms, and as you know in our culture, every deity or Sami has so many forms and so many different names, and whoever you may seem to praise or connect with better, you may mention that name as well. Educate us as we educate you, as this is an educational platform about Hinduism and we are exploring it together.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got a full hour of fun and education. It's going to be, quite a beautiful show.
It is. It will be. It's always a good show.
It's always a good show. All right, let's open up the show with a bit of a beat. Yeah?
Why not?
All the way from United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with Vikata Chala, Nelium, Sindhu Baravi. Check them out.
వెంకటాచలనిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం వెంకటాచలనిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం పంకజనేత్రం పంకజనేత్రం పరమపవిత్రం పంకజనేత్రం పరమపవిత్రం శంఖచక్రధర చిన్మయరూపం వెంకటాచలనిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం పంకజనేత్రం పరమపవిత్రం శంఖచక్రధర చిన్మయరూపం వెంకటాచలనిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం అంబుజోద్భవ వినోదం అంబుజోద్భవ వినోదం అగణిత గుణనామం అంబుజోద్భవ వినోదం అగణిత గుణనామం తుంబురు నారద గాన వినోదం తుంబురు నారద గాన వినోదం తుంబురు నారద గాన
with a guest star right next to them. Her name is Pritesh Rao from US of A.
Beautiful.
That was beautifully done and delivered. Thank you so much, guys. Now, if you feel you've got talent just like them well, this is a praise and worship show, an educational show about Hinduism. So if you got a smartphone and you can capture yourself, you can send your content to us and we put it up for you on Actual TV.
That would be great.
Yeah. So can you sing?
Well, not professionally, but I feel like when you're always in the temples and I've always been around music and stuff, so like I know the words of singing.
Yes.
But these people actually they call them.
Can I say it bluntly? They sound pretty.
Not they sound pretty. They actually I have a few friends.
Yeah.
And from temple.
Yeah.
And from the time they were young, parents send them to to study, not study music but practice. So they also train their vocals to sound that way. So they call them gurus. They went to a guru, like musicians and stuff, to actually learn that, because like how in the beginning of one of our shows we started with the Vedas.
Yes.
So one of the Vedas was music. So this rhythm that they use and all of this, there's meaning to everything.
True.
So like as much as I would like to, some of them are born with it, and then there's some that they train their vocals to sound that way.
True.
So I don't sound like that.
But she praises. Can you sing, Pritesh?
Not really.
But they say like singing, like even if it's not good, doesn't have to be good, but singing to our gods and God is such a blessing. Like
Vibration.
it pleases them so much.
Yes.
Like it's even if you can't sing,
Yes.
but your devotion, I feel anything you do with faith, even if you're not perfect, it's accepted.
Alright guys, today we're talking about the regions of Angala. If you want to call her by any other name, it's okay. I know there are many forms with our deities and samis. Please stay tuned or we'll come back and discuss this straight after this commercial break.
Manikam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sairam.
Jai Shri Ram.
So yes, Ramayappa. Welcome back everybody. You're still streaming live with us in Lanesia South on Atomville TV. This is the show called The Journey and it's about exploring Hinduism as a whole. I'm your host Kimera. Heeralal. By my side I've got Dashnee and Pritesh.
Vanakam everyone.
Namaste everyone.
Alright, so we're talking about Angala. Or how would you address her or call her? What do you call her naturally? Like
Okay,
nowadays?
so you can call her Angala Amma,
Yeah.
but a lot of she's known as Angala Paramesvari. Yeah.
And what do you address Ma as?
Like this mother.
This mother.
We just say Paramesvari, so it's like
Okay.
Because not a lot of people know Angala. You see.
So they'll say
Okay.
Paramesvari.
yeah.
Remember, I come from an English-speaking home. It's a bit difficult for me. On that note, I'd like to apologize in advance for my mispronunciation as I am English-speaking, right? Okay, so let's get into it now, right, ladies and gentlemen? Now, we decided to go on this topic, well, because it is Mass time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's that time of the year where we can actually discuss everything about almost every month, also coming towards Lakshmi month's time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's all going one after the other. Alright, so if you want to interact with us in studio today, I would love for you to join the conversation. Do interact, as you can comment at the bottom of the screen. We are streaming live, or you could use our WhatsApp line, which is found at the bottom right of your screen right there. You'll see it there throughout the entire show. Alright, so let's look at Angala Devi.
Yes.
Right now, Angala Devi is also known as Angala Aman.
Yes.
Okay, and as you all mentioned before, Angala Paramesvari.
Yes.
All right, and well, she is an aspect of the Hindu goddess Parvati. Now, primarily worshipped in the villages of South India as a Kaval Deva. Now, that is like a guardian deity, basically.
Yes.
So she is often additionally considered to be an aspect of one of the matrikas. Now, there are many stories in any religion, even Christianity, Buddhism, Judaism. There's always stories to make you understand the importance or the significance of whom you are praising. So can you guys tell us a story quickly about who she is or how she came about? Sorry, we are talking about the origins of her.
Okay, so it is a bit of a long story, and I don't want to. So with this, my specific and to my knowledge, and people that I've heard, because there's a lot of people I know that they pray to this, they practice this prayers of this Amma, and it's not just. I would say you can't just do it if it's not meant for you. She's a very fierce mother.
Yes.
So like you have to, if you're going to tell someone the story, you have to tell them everything. You can't do shortcuts because there's a lot to it. You won't understand one part, and if you do want to take practice in it, you need to really understand her. And it also needs to be a background thing where someone in your family done it. Okay. Or say some people have gifts, I guess, that if the specific Amma is your Koladeva, meaning your main deity in your home or your family. Okay. Yeah. So the story is, so Shakti was once born as Parvati. So Parvati is, so first there was Adi Parashakti, so she's the main Amma of the universe.
I call her Big Ma.
And then so she has many forms, and this is one of her forms, right? So it all starts with Parvati. And Brahma performed a yagya to save god men from demons as Sandobi and Sanduram. So in this time, the gods and the demons were fighting. Okay. So even in the heavens and the hell, there were a lot of fighting. So without good, there's no bad. Without bad, there's no good. True. Through this yagna, Tilotanam Aspara came to life, attracted by the beauty of Tilotama. The demons and even Brahma followed her. For her protection, she went to Kailash. So Kailash is where Shiva resides. He is abode. Where Brahma also followed. As Brahma was also, Brahma has 5 heads. Parvati mistook him for Shiva and fell at his feet. When Parvati realized this truth, she was very angry and prayed that Shiva destroys Brahma's 5th head. Okay.
I know the story very well.
Yeah.
You know that.
And she was very angry, and she told so Shiva as Rudra. So as well as Shiva took different forms in that time. So like we always have this question, which we just spoke before the show was. Manikam, Uncle Justin D. Anthony, thank you for joining us again. So
I was waiting for you to finish and greet him. Manikam, Uncle, how are you?
So even Shiva, you know how we talked about why are there so many forms of our goddesses and lords have so much of forms. Then we were talking about that. It's because every situation needed a much stronger or that form. So whenever they did prayers, that form came. Okay. So Shiva took form as Rudra and removed 1 head of Brahma. So Brahma now with 4 heads cursed Shiva that his 5th head must be attached to his hand itself, and hereafter Shiva must be affected, having hunger, having no sleep. Shiva came to earth and roamed everywhere. When he was hungry, he begged and ate. But half of the food he begged was eaten by the 5th head of Brahma. That is the Kabbalah. So Shiva roamed in every graveyard and slept in ashes, and that form of Shiva is worshipped as Bhairava in South India. Until today, even in South Africa, there are people who worship this form of Shiva. Okay, so Parvati went to her brother. So Amma's brother is Lord Vishnu. Okay, and asked for the relief for her husband. So Lord Shiva gave Parvati advice or told her what to do to save Shiva. So Vishnu told Parvati, my dear sister, go to Tandakuranyam graveyard with your husband and make a pond they named Agnikula Titham, and they prepare a tasty food made by Agati Kerai. So this is hummingbird leaves and blood of chicken, and serve that to the Kabbalah, and then throw the food everywhere in the graveyard. The Kabbalah will come down, leaving Shiva's hand. So the head that was on Shiva's hand, so needed to be, Brahma's 5th head is now on Shiva. So now he had to do this so this head can be gone and the curse can be released. Because she didn't want her husband to be starving and living in the graveyard. So Shiva also resides in the graveyard. Okay. So the Kabbalah will come down, leaving Shiva's hand to eat the food. Then take your husband to the pond and clean him with the water so that he will not catch your husband's hand. Parvati did as Lord Vishnu, as her brother said. She took her husband to Kuryanam graveyard and prepared the food, served it to the Kabbalah and threw it everywhere in the graveyard. The Kabbalah came down from Shiva's hand. Meanwhile, Parvati took her husband to the pond and cleansed him. There's also different stories of why we go to the rivers and have baths and stuff, because many of the times even the gods, when they, like in this situation, bathing in a river or pond, it cleanses you. Yeah.
Okay.
So Parvati took her husband to the pond and cleansed him. The Kabbalah searched for Shiva's hand but could not touch him, so it attached to Parvati's hand.
Okay.
So because now the ritual was done for Shiva and he was released from this curse, so the Kabbalah is the head of Brahma's fifth head. So now because it couldn't attach itself to Parvati, to Shiva, it attached to Parvati. And when it attached to Parvati, she got very, very angry. So first she did not realize it, and you know there's this dance that our gods do, the Tandav dance. So she danced away, and then she realized what happened and became big and destroyed the Kabbalah with her right leg. So when she done this dance and became so angry and big and destroyed this head with her right leg. So there's a picture that I'm sure many who do praise Angala Amma, her right leg is on her head.
Okay.
So this head is actually Brahma's fifth head.
Okay.
Right? So when she went into this fierce form, which is Angara Rubam or Agora Rubam, which destroyed the Kabbalah when separated from Parvati, is called Angalama. Parvati told her and went to the Kailam. However, Shiva was not there. Shiva got relief from Brahma's curse, but he was too hungry, so he went to Kasi, and there Parvati incarnated as Annapurni Devi. So in Adi time, you will hear about this form of Amma. Served him food, and Shiva ate and got relieved from his hunger. In the Tanda Kuryanam, Angalama give boon to people who worship her who have diseases. When they got relief from diseases, she drive away the evil ghosts from people, and people who go there and worship her in no moon days, which is Amavase. At midnight or every no moon day, Angalama is decorated and put on a swing, which is Amavase Unja. So even Amma, she's in the graveyard, so people had to go to this graveyard to appease her, to do their prayers. So even till today, there are people, even in South Africa, she's very much celebrated here, and she's very much recognized here. And a lot of people that I know pray to her, even do these prayers.
Alright, as we're going to get ready for Pritesh to share another legendary story with us, let's take a look at our interaction. Director, could you help me a bit with the messages that I need to scroll up there, please, sir? Alright, we've got Justin D coming in. He says, I am a little too young to be called uncle, my friend. I feel like my black hair's turned grey. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, Justin, how old are you then? Okay, and he further says, well, this is a beautiful story. Okay, thank you for that.
It is a beautiful story, and a lot of people don't know Angala Paramesvari. So a lot of people that I know, they practice this because either their great-grandmother or their grandmother or somewhere along the lines somebody practiced, because okay, you're 26 but you're still an uncle.
She thinks you're an uncle.
He's 25.
I'm older than you.
I'm younger. I'm 20.
Okay, with all due respect, I'd like to share with you, as on the shows, we were raised to call everybody uncle and auntie. So until you address us and inform us, we won't know. Okay, so we are talking about the origins of Angala Amma, as I would address her or call her. Would you like to share with us your story, Pritesh, that you know of Angala Amma?
Okay, sorry guys, before I begin my story, I just want to make something clear. There's like two different spellings of the Mata's name, Paramesvari. One is a W and one is a V.
So one is Angala Paramesvari, and then the other one is Angala Parameshwari.
How's this? What about Diwali and Deepavali?
But that becomes, you know where the difference comes in is that some Tamils say this and then the Hindi people say that. But again, it's and then what about Deepavali? Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're telling us another legend or another story.
It's basically like her story,
So like yesterday we had, it was the same topic, but obviously there's different stories. So somebody might know mine, but not know his, but we know his and not know mine.
yours.
But it all concludes to the same. So let's hear your story.
Go for it, Pritesh.
Angala Paramesvari is a manifestation of Mother Goddess Shakti or Parvati,
Yes.
another name. In this form, she is mainly worshipped in different districts in Tamil Nadu. She is believed to be the daughter of, please, I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce the name, it's a bit hard.
Parvatarajan.
Yeah, Parvatarajan, the Lord of Mountains, whom the inland fishermen in Tamil Nadu consider as their ancestors. That's why you see a lot of people in Tamil Nadu, they like, you know, like during fasting they give like fish and all as offering. Yeah, so that's like also like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So the popular belief is that she is Adi Shakti, who created the entire universe in the Hindu Trinity. She is also the wife of Lord Shiva. That's why like Shakti and then Parvati is
Yes.
also. She also appears on earth to annihilate all the forces that thrive on Adharma. Okay, I'm so sorry. I did not really know this.
We had to help.
Don't apologize, it's okay.
Okay. And like how she said, like her favorite spot is the cremation grounds. You know, like the graveyard. Yeah. Yeah. And a temporary image of her is created on the cremation ground from ashes, bones, and mud for festivals. I haven't seen that before. I would like to see
I've
that.
seen that.
Where?
So I've actually seen that. So I've actually seen. They place people in South Africa like in surrounding temples actually do it.
Okay.
So they make. There's Manikam to Uncle Ravi Naga Naidu, pronounced to you too, and Deva Naidu. Manikam, Uncle Deva Naidu.
Okay, so before we carry on, guys, thank you so much for interacting with us in the show. Uncle Ravi, thank you for interacting with us. We love you to bits. Thanks so much. Thanks to the director for putting up his, everybody's comments. Thank you so much. So explain to us, where in South Africa is this done?
So I don't know if I can be specific in naming
If
the
you
temples.
can, if you can.
Okay, so I can possibly, but there's a temple actually not far from my house that does
Okay.
it. There's actually a few.
Okay.
And then in Durban they do it a lot.
Okay.
So they actually make with the sand. So they make this figure,
Okay.
and then they put like. So in India, I've seen they put like a piece like intestines, and they put like parts of like a chicken probably.
Okay.
And sometimes somebody gets a trance or something, and they have to like dig out those things. It's actually it's an interesting prayer. If you have witnessed it, please do comment, or if you know how it goes. So there's actually specific words for this.
Yes.
I've had a conversation with someone who actually explained this to me, but I can't remember. But there's words for it of every the
symbolism
of it, and even there's like way putting then you put food,
offerings.
Like insides of it. It's chicken, if I'm not mistaken. And even the intestines. I know in India they do it that way. In South Africa, I think they put lemon.
Okay, aside from when we get our facts straight, right? But aside from what is contained there, what is the significance behind it? Do you guys know?
I don't exactly know, but I think it's like defeating maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Something. If you do know, please share with us.
Share with us.
So that's one thing. Is like I do pray to Angala Paramesvari. I'm aware of her presence and this Amma, but I don't specifically do this prayer. So my knowledge on this prayer is limited of how they do it because
Alright, so looking at Angala Devi, as I'd like to call her. Now I'm looking at the different names as these two children are talking, and I'm like, whoa, there are so many different forms of Angala herself, Devi. Right? So I'm looking at the Angala Amman, I'm looking at Angala Devi, it's Angala Paramesvari, there's Angala Ishwari, there's Atandeswari, there's Punga Vana Dumaman, you won't believe it, and there's Piriyayi, there's also Piriyaya Dichi, and there's also Pichiyayi rather. Yeah, those are the different names. I didn't even know of this form or this name of, I call her Big Ma, like Arima. Yeah. I say Big Ma, but yeah. Interact with us in studio today as we're talking about the origins of Angala Devi. Stay exactly where you are as we're getting ourselves reacquainted and absorbing all of the information we just delivered. Please do interact with us in studio today and share your wisdom with us, especially if there are elders watching. I would like to know more about Angala Devi. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
You can do anything. All you need is determination and a fresh pair of these Nallis. But what's the point of looking like Injay game if all your money is on your feet and your dreams go up in flames? In this world of doing it for Ikram, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Manikam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sairam.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Saranamayyappa. Welcome back, everybody. All right, you're still streaming live with us in Malaysia South on Atonville TV. This is the Journey Show, the show about exploring Hinduism as a whole. I'm your host, Kimera, Heeralal, and by my side I've got Dashnee and Pritesh.
Manikam,
Namaste, everyone.
All right, so welcome back. Now, I would like you guys to interact with us. And if you are watching the show for the very first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. My main key is please subscribe and that button that goes share. Please share with everybody.
Please.
As we are a growing channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the origins of Angala Devi. What would you like to tell me? What more can you tell me about her? Because I just know she's just a form of, besides the stories that you already shared, which I knew already, but I didn't know the name Angala.
You didn't.
I did not know, I'll be honest. And
So Angala basically means fierce,
Yes.
means angry, because at the time that she appeared and how this form took place, she was in that form because Parvati was so angry, she was so fierce that this Kabala, the head of
Yes.
Lord Shiva, got attached to her, and after releasing her husband from the curse, it got onto her and she wanted now to
you
destroy
mean Brahma's head? Brahma's head.
Brahma's head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she got angry because now this head got onto her, so she wanted to destroy. So whenever Amma gets angry, there's a form that comes, because even Parvati, when she was angry to destroy a demon, that's how Kali's form came to place. So whenever Amma gets angry, or Parvati, if you want to be more specific, there's a different form that takes place for a different situation. That's how I feel. Reading all the stories and learning more in the show, I think we can all vouch for that right now.
Yeah.
That with all the stories we've came with Amma, every form and every story has a reason of how that form took place.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got, Devan Naidu, he did say Manikam, and he's from Lodium. Thank you for sharing that with us, Devan. Welcome. Please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon and say also you can be notified every time we stream live. But guys, just for your information, we do stream live Monday to Friday. So every single weekday, let's put it like that. All right, let's keep you well entertained with somebody from Durban. Let's give the Durbanites a clap. I got her. All right, we got Giovanni Naidu performing for us, Velava. Check out. and gentlemen, from Durban, performing for you Vela Va right here on Atomville TV. Don't forget, if you got talent and a smartphone, capture it and send it to us. You can drop us a message at the bottom of the screen, or you can just drop us a WhatsApp, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen. If you don't see it, it's 074-660-5829. All right. Okay, so Manikam again, Devin. Well, you mentioned before that you were talking about a prayer or a specific things being performed.
Yeah, or the Angala Paramesvari prayer.
Right.
There's certain things that they do in the prayer of like creating this with the sand.
Okay.
This idol, not idol, but like a body.
Okay.
And then they place things in the body.
Okay.
And the person who gets the chance, whatever, will dig those things out. There's names to it. I'm just not very knowledgeable about that. But, yeah.
David, if you could please help us out. He also mentions in March every year the temple do this prayer in Lodium. So thank you so much.
Yeah, so that's actually March.
Yeah.
March, February, I think.
Okay.
Is the time.
Okay.
I think it's called Masi, if I'm not mistaken.
You can help us out there, Devin, if you don't mind. It'll be nice to hear from you. Guys, do interact with us in studio today, as this is a learning platform. We can help each other to grow this station and educate those about Hinduism, as we are all exploring it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so Pritesh, tell us, what else can you share with us on this show? Or anything you want to talk about?
I'm talking about the same thing, but I just want to point out, did you ever notice when the Mata she has to deal with something, she doesn't come in that one form, she has to come into another form, you know?
Yeah.
It's so how many forms do they really have? For certain
Thousands.
issue they have to deal with.
Because every time I research, you just get more and more and more.
Imagine if your mother had to have a different form for things she has to do, you know?
Oh no, she does. My mom does.
No, but I mean if she had to...
My mom has a fun side, she has a strict side. My mom, I don't know how your mother is, or your mother, right?
Yeah.
But me personally, my mom could just look at me and I'll start crying. You know, when I was smaller, when I was younger, when I was a little girl. My mom didn't have to say a word, just that look. You know what it is.
I think with all Indian parents is the look. You know, especially when you're in family functions or anything and you go out of character and then you know you must.
Does mom pull this off? Dashnee! Once.
The look does it.
The look does it.
Yeah.
So it's a silent one. Silent but violent.
It's silent, but those are the deadly. When you're coming home, you just know.
Yes.
That's why I always say, we make it's inside jokes, of the trance.
Yes.
They'll say, oh, my mother gets trance every day.
This child. Well, guys, if you are celebrating a birthday today, from me and the team, happy birthday to you guys. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary. I'm very proud of you. You made it.
Oh, congratulations if you achieved anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For those of you who are studying or graduated or accomplished anything, even if it's something small, we're happy for you. No matter what, we look at it, we're happy for you guys. All right, so we are looking at different things and different topics of different amas throughout the entire show. We've got Devin Naidu coming in on YouTube again. He says the Malaysian governor wrote this book, Angala Paramesvari Varalaru book as well. So thank you so much.
I will definitely go and read that book because as we're on a journey, and the next time if we discuss this topic, I can share more.
Yes, we can. So, David, please let us know where can we get this book. Do we download it, or is there a specific place we have to go to purchase this book? You notice the Hindu books are hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
The right Hindu books, sorry. I have
think
to say
in this recent time, that's the story. But I feel like years ago, you were able to get these kind of books and people are willing to share with you.
Yes.
But now, not really.
Not really. When we come back, we're going to join Shashi Gussain all the way in London. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
You can do anything. All you need is determination. And a fresh pair of these Nallis. But what's the point of looking like Injay game if all your money is on your feet and your dreams go up in flames? In this world of doing it for Ikram, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Manikam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sairam.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Esranamayappa. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, if you just joined the show, you are a little late as we've been streaming live for a full hour. We go live at 6 o'clock, but today, I don't know, we had some network problems. Hey, South Africa. Still gotta love it. Alright, so we spoke about the origins of Angala Devi, and we would like to speak about it more when we get our hands on more information, as today is the month of the mother, the Amma.
Yes.
And well, if you'd like to interact with us, we are always live every single weekday. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already, and click on the bell icon. Select all so that you are notified every time we go live, as times are changing our schedule due to load shedding. Yeah, so until we can afford to go solar power, guys, we're gonna have to change the times according to the schedule, as my generator's loud. You know, the thing is loud.
It is very
Yeah.
So you know what was so when we first were in the process, or just before buying a generator, we always thought of how loud it is and how it's going to affect the other neighbors. And then the other neighbors started getting generators, and then you become adapted to the sound.
Yeah.
So because us before, when we first got it, we were like, oh, it's so loud, and then thereafter when we use it, it's like, okay, it's now we've adapted, just like how we adapt to any other problem in South Africa. We are even adapted to the sound of the generators.
Alright, as promised, ladies and gentlemen, Shashi Gussain all the way from London. Today she's gone a little off topic, discussing what is Ugadi. Check it out.
Namaste, I'm Shashi Gussain. Now, India is a land of festivals, and it's a huge subcontinent. And the same festival is called by different names at different states and even celebrated slightly differently. The first day of the Hindu calendar falls in the month of Chaitra. It's a day when Lord Brahma created the universe. He created the days, months, years, and the vital elements of nature. He created the fates of people according to zodiac signs. This auspicious day is also the beginning of the harvest festival. It's called Ugadi in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Karnataka, Gudi Padwa in Marathi, Yugadi in Kannada, and Cheti Chand by Sindhis. So let's have a look at the festival of Ugadi. Ugadi comes from a combination of two Sanskrit words. Uga meaning yug, meaning time, and Adi means a beginning. So Ugadi means the beginning of time, beginning of the zodiac cycle. There's a legend associated with this festival. There was once a demon called Somaksura. He stole the Vedas, our scriptures, from Lord Brahma and hid it in the sea. Lord Brahma asked Lord Vishnu for help to get the Vedas back. So Lord Vishnu took up his first of the 10 incarnations called Matsya and killed the demon Somaksura. Lord Vishnu then returned the Vedas to Lord Brahma, who started creating the world on the day of Ugadi. Even today, Ugadi is celebrated with such pomp and joyous fanfare throughout the state. And the preparations start a few days before. Every festival in India starts with a ritual bath in the morning. But on this particular day, ladies wash their hair with oil and water, called Abhyanga. And this has been documented in Ayurveda to be very relaxing and calming for the ladies. On this day, Goddess Lakshmi is symbolically represented by the oil and Goddess Ganga as the water. By taking the bath in oil and water, one gets the blessings of both Lakshmi and Ganga. Houses are given a thorough sprinkling. Rangoli, patterns using colorful powder, are drawn on the floor. Coconut and mango leaf decorations are hung over doors, which are considered very auspicious. Celebrations are celebrated with extended family, friends, and neighbors. Sumptuous feasts, exchanging gifts, giving charity to the poor, visiting the temple for special blessings and prayers. There's a special reading called the Panchangam from the Vedas. The priest gives predictions for the following year, and these are based on the moon signs and zodiac signs as listed in our own astrology. A special festive drink called pachadi is prepared on that day and shared with everyone. It's very special because it was 6 days which represent our lives. So the tastes are spicy, salty, sweet, sour, bitter, and astringent. Our life will be a mixture of sorrow and joy. And this is a reminder, a symbol of our life, that we have to face all situations, good and bad, with equanimity. It's made up of 6 flavors representing 6 states of our emotion. Happiness, which is sweet, represented by jaggery and ripe bananas. Sadness, which is sour, represented by neem buds or flowers. Anger, which is spicy, represented by green chili. Fear, by salt. Surprise and astringent with unripe mango. And disgust, which is bitter, and that's tamarind juice. Just as the different substances are bound together, it's a reminder that no episode is wholly good or wholly bad. It shows that the taste is very transient. It soon passes, good and bad. And this is so true of our lives today that we have to really appreciate every single moment that God has given us. Well, I hope you enjoy listening to the little bit of Hinduism. I shall be bringing some more.
Shashik San, thank you so much, all the way from London, explaining to us what is Ugadi and what it's a festival, right?
It is.
I was told many moons ago that it was a Telugu New Year, so I get it now. It's a new time. It's a new year. Yeah.
It is.
What's up?
I feel so crazy. I was
What's
like,
wrong?
what is Uragadi? And it's Telugu New Year.
It is.
Oh, you just like
I knew it.
stuck in my brain. It's a festival. So now we have Tamil New Year, Gujarati New Year,
Okay.
all of that. So Uragadi is a Telugu New Year. So you must remember the difference between Tamil and Telugu is the language barrier.
Yeah.
So Telugu people, the Telugu language.
I feel the same about all the sub categories, like the Hindu, Tamil, Telugu. I'm like, to me, when I like witness the rituals and everything that's done in temple, I notice that everything is the same except the language. So to me, I don't know. But we got Devan Naidu coming in. It's Telugu New Year. Yes, confirmation. Thank you so much, Devan Naidu. Mr. Naidu, you are the man.
I feel like I lost a crew there.
Yeah.
Screw when I was seeing when I was reading our format of what we're doing, I was like, what is Uragadi?
Our script. This child was stuck and she's like, I can't find it.
But I knew it was a festival. I was like, hey, it's a festival. But it didn't click of what festival it was. But yeah.
Okay, so look at what was happening with Shashik San, right? She was talking about, remember, I noticed a lot of things in overseas are done slightly differently.
Like our topic was yesterday.
Yeah.
Things are done so differently.
So what is this thing of 6 flavors? Do you all even know what these flavors are for? Like, when you're doing Abhishekam, there's different ingredients and they have different meaning behind it. I wish that the gurus or the person of the temple that does the posters and the invites put the ingredients with the meanings there. I swear to God, more people will come.
Yeah. Right.
I'm being honest. If you understood why you're buying those things, you'll actually do it. Not just go and observe and look and then clap and sing. Yes, that's important. I know I'm sounding blunt right now. Guys, please forgive me if it comes across as rude, but I'm very, very open and I'm very honest and on point when I speak about anything. I'd like to admit I think I'm very good at my job, but I don't have much friends because I'm very open and honest and blunt. Okay, so Shashik San mentioned that there are 6 flavors, right? And 6 states of emotion with these flavors in this festival, in Ugadi. So I'm looking at this thing that says, she said happiness first, right? And she says that they're talking about what it actually does. Now, would anybody want to bring the sadness ingredient?
No.
But I feel like, okay, can I say my understanding of what she means by the 6 ingredients?
Yes.
So all of these emotions, they're part of us. It's part of our spiritual self.
Yes.
It's part of our life. It's part of, it has a big impact. Being happy, sad, anger, fear, it's things that we want to elevate or we want to calm down. Because like say anger and fear is not the best thing to have. So I think by providing this taste, as she explains, I think, you see, gurus, as you said, many people don't explain it.
Yes.
But I feel like even during this festival, maybe these things are provided because you're trying to suppress some certain things, or like, because they're part of the, say if you're going to a new year, let's put it that way, these are the things that we experience every day. And for fear is salt. Now salt doesn't taste really nice, barely, right?
When I start smelling, I want to ask her something funny. Okay, New Year's resolutions. Let's talk about that since we're talking about Ugadi.
We're like halfway through the year now.
It's okay. No. You get your Tamil New Year. You get your New Year's.
So Tamil New Year is on the 14th of April.
Right. So okay, what was your resolution?
So can I tell you this, right? Because we live in South Africa now.
She changed it. Doesn't change.
No, because on the 14th of April,
Yeah.
I can't have a New Year resolution because I live in South Africa. My New Year resolution is 1st of January, like 31st, right? But we celebrate on that day because if we're talking about in India or in the Hindu, it's the years are different.
Okay.
So
Sounds so funny. You know, I still laugh like a small child. Sorry, guys.
yeah, so like say in Tamil years, how long has that culture been? You know, how long is the Tamil been? So I think in that sense, it's different, but we do celebrate it because that is our culture, what I followed forever. We go to temples, we make column outside our house, we give sweet rice at our lamps, we light lights, like clay lamps. But it's a new beginning in spiritual ways, I would say.
Oh, when you going to finish like that, so what would you do? What would you change? What would you change? Tell
What
me.
would I change?
What would you like to change about yourself?
Okay, change like what I would have changed, knowing that it's half the year.
Well, let's pretend tomorrow's New Year's and someone
Okay.
asks you, hey, what's your New Year's resolution? What would your answer be? If you don't mind us asking. Share with your viewers that they get to know you a little bit more.
Okay, I think of so I'm a softie. I'm
Okay.
completely soft, and I feel like when you go as you get older, you get exposed to the outside world. So as I know, everyone's resolution is, I need a new house, or like becoming this or become that. I think with me, mine resonates with me because I need to become more firm. So I think working on myself of becoming more firm in who I am, so I can handle outside situations. Because when you go in the outside world, you cannot be vulnerable. When you're in a work environment, they always say this called I forgot the soft skills.
Okay.
So you leave your emotional side or your problems at home, and you come with the strong self to work or with that. So your soft skills. So I feel like with that's important to me because.
There was a time when my dad came home and I was like, please leave your emotions at the door and come in and greet nicely.
So it goes like this. When you go to work, you leave your home space. When you come home, you leave your work space.
You have
because
to.
it does impact everything.
All right, so you tell us, Pritesh. New Year's resolution. Pretend tomorrow's New Year's and I'm asking you, what's your New Year's resolution? What would you change?
Okay, before we go on to that, like you know, like in India, like how the New Year's, like we know, like January is New Year's for them. Like in her culture, the Tamil, like April, that's when the year starts for them.
Okay.
Like for me, okay, I'm not sure because I don't really do
The Hindu calendar.
Yeah. So like maybe I must start doing that now because I'm very more
stress.
Into it, yeah.
So like
Fine.
so that's like how the calendar works, like other places,
All right, so but just tell me. Aside, I'm trying to make you avoid the whole.
Okay, what would your resolution be for the year? Just
I want the viewers to get to know you as an individual.
I just want to learn more about like prayers and all, you know, because like I know, like I won't say I know, like I learned from my parents and they taught me. I learned from the gurus and all, so now I want to learn more, like, you know. So at least I have that.
You want growth for
yeah,
the year.
growth. Yeah,
Nice one. Okay, Devin Naidu coming in from YouTube. He says Ugadi is the pachadi, a chutney that combines various ingredients to give all 6 primary flavors of food: sweet, sour, salty, spicy, bitter, and astringent. Wow.
Thank you for that.
Wow. So it looks like Shashika signed most of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that, Mr. Naidu. It was an honor and a pleasure to have you with us on the show. It was brilliant.
Can I ask you, are you Tamil or Telugu?
She's curious now.
I'm curious because that's a big thing in our community of Tamils and Telugu. You think they Tamil, but some of them are very particular. They actually, so for Tamil people we say Manikam, for Telugu people it's Namaskaram. So a lot of people like to show that they are Telugu speaking. They come from a Telugu background because, like again, the language barrier is different, and as well as they do things maybe a bit differently.
So I call them tweaks, guys. You know, I'm like a modernized child. All right, so we're coming towards the end of the show, and as we always do, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural. Ooh, today's lesson. Take it away, Pritesh.
Okay. Today's lesson number 41: reject vice and sins, let go.
I take a really
the sin part there, it gets you, like, because a lot of people do sins.
Leave the word sin, the simple words of let go.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right. A lot of people
free
don't know how to
yourself
let go.
from everything on this planet Earth. Let go.
Let go.
What do you take from that, Mr. Nigel? Being nice to you, what you have to say, vices in life. okay, yeah, that is true. That's what it's basically saying. But my part, which catches me a little bit, is letting go.
It's hard.
There's a lot of things you can do in life, but letting go, you can let go of material things.
You know what's letting go? Another in our spiritual part, we'll say we're not supposed to have attachments.
Right.
And the hardest thing is letting go.
Yes.
And that is a big thing. Like if you can let go, it can be the smallest thing.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to life or even spirituality, the smallest things that you're able to let go of that's impacting your life in a bad way.
Yes.
It's such a big thing.
It is.
And that's also another step for you in your spiritual path, because that comes when attachments, we're supposed to let go of attachments. Attachments can become, like I said, make sins, have a sinful mind, or do things differently that are not good. So that's how I look at it.
Okay, so when people look at the word, like when they say what are things that vices that lead to sin, if you look at the lesson today, you shouldn't have pride. Okay?
Yeah, like I said, like attached, like how can I say, in like materialistic things. Those are pride and ego and all of these.
Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, gluttony is a part of this? You know, when you abuse food and you eat all of the time. Okay, that was me, but that was once upon a time. I like my biltong. I am a meat eater now and then, but when it's time for fasting, I do fast, clean fast. I like chips. I like to have like a packet of Lay's in my car now and again, when I go out with my juice. But eating all of the time, and whenever you've got nothing to do, sitting down and eating, must just realize if you're gaining weight and you don't have an illness or a health problem, gluttony also falls under this. And you know what? I've done research. A lot of people have actually emailed me telling me that they are gaining weight and they're looking for ways to burn belly fat. I spoke to a lot of girls today. It was actually quite strange. and looking at this topic, it's quite interesting. We got Dashnee Kalitran coming in. She says 100% let it go, cut off ties. Yes, thank you so much.
Dashnee. So that is so true of cutting off ties. Let me tell you of speaking of cutting off ties, when it comes to yourself, okay, this has nothing to do with a specific religion. When you're spiritual, it has to do with anybody or anything. So when anything has a bad impact in your life, you need to let go, because it's going to bring your spirit, it's going to bring your energy down.
Yes.
So letting go of anything that is not good for you is so important. And that's why it's the most difficult thing, because it's a test for you.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot. It's a loss now, but you'll be so grateful of the bigger things that's meant for you.
True.
Yeah.
All right, so anything you want to say about the lesson from the Tirukkural today?
Yeah, it sounds like like how you get like the 7 sins, like envy, greed, like like pride is a sin. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing.
Yes. Yeah. So you're rejecting those stuff. Reject vice. So you're rejecting ego. You're rejecting bad relationships. Anything that's not good.
So quick one. They are pride, gluttony, avarice meaning greed, lust, sloth, envy, and wrathful anger. Now what is important to recognize is that while these are bad behaviors are quite familiar to us, we all know what we did and what we didn't do. Yeah? Okay, see, his giggles and laughs does show that, at least he's being honest, but in a different way. So they are truly deadly for the way that they can attack our spiritual life and its roots. And pride is first among the deadly sins. So if you have pride,
Pride is pride.
Yes.
Not me personally.
I like the book though, Pride and Prejudice. Good book.
I think there's a series of them as well.
Yes, there is. For all the lazy people, you can download it or catch it on Netflix. We've got Devon Naidu coming, says Telugu. He's Telugu.
So thank you for answering. So you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had great knowledge of that, and he said namaskaram because he's Telugu, so namaskaram.
Namaskaram to you. All right, so as we come towards the end of the show, just before we go, if you guys need a guru to help you with certain services, let's take a look at what Guru Indresan has to offer you. He offers you the Jandagam, also known as astrological readings, known as a Panchagam as well. If you need somebody to do your Navagraha Shanti, your house prayers, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, ceremonies like your 16 days and your 1 year, and your Janda prayer, your auspicious Hawans, your Kumbha Abhishekams, you can catch Guru Indresan on 081 325 0115. If you're outside of the country and you just want to contact him and find out any information, you can add +27 at the beginning of the number as we are in South Africa. Alright, so
Uncle Devan is saying it's Yuvi's dad.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's Yuviation,
Yeah.
and it was his birthday today. So happy birthday to Yuviation. And it's great of you, Uncle Devan, for joining our show and interacting with us. And please do share this with people that you want to learn from us and support us and subscribe to us. And yeah.
Alright guys, well, anything else you have to say, Pritesh?
Can I go home now?
He's hungry.
No, I'm just joking.
You're fasting today, right?
Yeah, I'm fasting.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to take you home to have a bit of a chow. And do you have anything else to say to the viewers?
I have so much to say.
See you
I'm
tomorrow.
a very talkative
Talk
person,
about-
so
talk about.
if you have to ask me what I have to say, we'll be sitting live the whole night.
Alright, I'd like to give a very big thank you and welcome to Devon and Dashnee, as this is their first time. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We hope to see you again tomorrow. Same time,
Yes,
same place. Alright, from myself, Kimera, Heeralal, and Dashnee, Manikam, and not forgetting Pritesh, Hiramoney, we would like to say
Manikam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Sai Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Swami Saranam Ayyappa. Good night, everyone.